Hey guys, this is Mark, and I've got a message to the people on the autism spectrum, specifically the spouses, and I want to be a little critical here, but I have your best interest at heart, and so that's why I'm mentioning this. Your downloads are severely compromised. We'll use the example of the ASD husband and the NT wife. We'll pick a worst case scenario too. Let's say that she is upset, wants to address the issue now, doesn't want to wait, and she's animated, and I'm going to be a little sarcastic here with her, and she drones on for too long, and she talks about 4 or 5 problems, and she's upset, and she's talking about feelings, and she's bringing up the past and all of these things. Your reception is a lot like, let's pretend you're on a mountain in Alaska and you're trying to tune into an AM station in San Diego. You can barely hear anything. You're picking up on about every 10th word. That's how your brain operates in those moments. When she is upset, you are anxious, and you're only able to listen to maybe 80% of what she says, and you're only going to understand 60% of that, and you're only going to retain 40% of that. And if she's asking you to do something, you're probably only going to follow through with maybe 10% of that, if at all. And so the message to this video is, you have to be careful in these risky conversations, because you're picking up on so little data that she is going to assume that because you're not picking up on it, it's because you're not listening and you don't care. So to the guys with ASD, the husbands, it would be good for you to ask your wife when she's upset if it would be possible to wait until she's calm before she mentions it. If she would just bring up one topic instead of multiple topics. If you could keep the conversation fairly short. If she could not bring up the past, unless it's something you can fix, or if it's a past issue that's also a current issue. And not talk about feelings, instead just talk about needs. Ask her if she would do those things, because if she doesn't, she's might as well just speak Chinese to you. So your downloads are severely compromised anyway, even in some best case scenarios. If you have ASD level 1, you're going to have some element of mind blindness, some element of alexithymia, which is emotions blindness. You're going to have some executive function deficits. You're not going to have all of them, but you're going to have more than one. And you're certainly going to have anxiety. All of that stuff messes with your reception severely. And so your downloads are only about 20% complete. If you were to, let's say for example, go on iTunes and download a song, that song would download 100% accurately. It would download on your computer exactly as it was designed. But when your wife is talking to you, especially about a relationship problem, and she's upset, your download is going to be about 90% off. And then the two of you operate after that conversation or that argument, the two of you operate based on your limited amount of information that you downloaded. You're only operating on 10% of information that she delivered. It's not enough. It's not going to work. And then she's going to run the risk of assuming that you just don't listen and don't care and don't want to understand, which that's not what's going on. So again, your downloads are severely compromised, especially in worst case scenarios. So ask her if she would give you a heads up that she needs to talk. Only talk to you when she's calm or nearly calm. Stick to one problem at a time. Be very concrete and specific in her delivery. Try to keep it short. Try to talk about needs and facts rather than feelings. Don't bring up the past unless it's something you can fix or it's still relevant to the present. You will need to ask her to do these things. Otherwise, your reception is going to be so far off, nothing gets resolved. And it's worse than that. Not only will things not get resolved, it'll make a bad problem worse. So, I hope that makes sense. We'll see you again soon.